taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back looking for help. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming into this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the Jayhawks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Fights off a defender. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Miles. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Turner. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a crease. It's Eaton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. This is a designed run. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He makes the grab.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, rock chalk. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Eaton. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. I think we're about to find out if he's bold or reckless. Going for it, 4th and long from their own. Makes the grab past the marker. puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. He's leading this team very much in the Heisman race, and guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Floating away. He's going to take off. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Trying to pick up a first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And he moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm
turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This offense has had the ball forever. 14th play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Here's the pressure. Looking for the score. It falls in. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. Running wide open down the gun of the field. The 20. No one there to stop him. Except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown, and it's just a punch in the gut for any offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Henderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it in the middle, it's Miles. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass, it's Turner. Gets it out fast. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll run the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Jones. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Might be calling a hot route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Using his feet. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's a hit. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback running on the draw.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Eaton. It's a fumble. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I think that might might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Plucks it out of the air. And it'll be a touchdown.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Quickly complete. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Wide out trying to get it in. Got a man, it's Eaton.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Miles. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a trouble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
To the air, it's Turner. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's got an open man. There he goes. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
They get it in for the two-point conversion, and we have... The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miles. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do.
Oh, he's got some space. And how about that run? A huge gain and a slide at the end.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. All wideouts, no backs. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Turner. Catch in the middle. It's Miles. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I just think for the offense, in this situation of the game, in the fourth quarter down in possession, you can be a bit more aggressive and throw the ball vertically down the field. Challenge this secondary. Force them to make plays and to play clean without pass interference.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Bowls his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got room at the 35. He's out of bounds after picking up 17. Got to save every precious second. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires to the tight end. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.